Hi, my name's Cam. Cam Young. Well, Ernie is my first name. Anyways, um, my heart feels like it's dying right now. Because the most beautiful woman in the world to me, her name's Brandy Lynn Wadeen. Well, right now, it should be young. Because for over three and a half years, almost, I've been loving her, providing for her, taking care of her, and her 4 kids. We have a 2-year-old beautiful son. His name is Zebulon Young. He's a handsome kid, 37 inches long, almost 40 pounds. Smart. But, she's got 2 teenage daughters that are hurtful and mean. One that's assaulted me 3 times. Hurt our child. Assaulted her own mother, 5 times. Last year, beat her with a door and put her in the hospital. Almost killed her. My love, my Brandolin, my shadow, she almost died in my arms. Yeah, it killed me. My Brandy put me out of the house with the restraining order just because of her daughters, not because I did anything to her. I even have proof. I have snapshot proof of her telling me that. I have snapshots of every single conversation we've had. As a matter of fact, while I was out of the house, living in my car, taking care of our son, our 1-year-old son at the time, okay, because she was too sick, having MS, down to 108 pounds, right? I was taking care of our 1-year-old son at the time in my car here in Medford, Oregon, or wherever we would camp out, right? Living in our car. Okay, going to St. Vincent de Paul to eat every day and to the YMCA to play basketball, right? While the other kids lose their dad, father, he doesn't have to pay a dime of child support, but I'm providing. Because I provided him with a home. It was my Section 8 voucher that got us that place, the place that they're living in now. And it was my disability that was providing for all of them, myself, and my 18-year-old daughter. Okay? I've been a good man to Brandy. She's the love of my life. I love her with all my heart. Okay? And while I was out of the home, I'd sneak over, whatever. We were still in love, and even for 1 week, I got tricked into thinking the restraining order was dropped. We were still intimate. We were still together. We were like this. Okay? We were still her and I. We were supposed to get married. See this ring she got me? But then I find out in April, because that's the same month that I actually got my name on my son's birth certificate, because 3 weeks after our son was born, come to find out, Brandy's still married and I can't have my name on his birth certificate. So, anyways, I find out that the kid's bum-ass dad, who's a drug addict and lives on the street and pays no child support, comes over to the house to spend the night. I thought it was just to spend the night in their bedroom, but they got high, and Brandy told me it was unwanted sex. So their dad raped her. Yeah, but I don't know. That's another story, because it pretty much pisses me off. Because me and her are still together and we're still being intimate. And then another ass face comes into the picture. He was actually talking to my lady when I was at home and causing problems. But see, Brandy posts all these pictures on Facebook, these selfies, right? And she was doing it without me seeing, hiding the pictures from me. Because this ass face, Rafael Del Varez, or whatever his name is, punk motherfucker. Actually, he's a motherfucker. Probably fucks his own mom. I don't really care. But my point is he's a pussy, dick licking. He's a ass face, dick licking punk. Okay. He pretty much broke up my family. Well, he tried to break up my family, I should say, because I fought for my woman. Because I ended up finding out that she had an affair with him. And me and her were making love in her car in the parking lot of YMCA. Yeah. And we're doing stuff, man. Me and her, you know. But she's doing things behind my back and actually taking our son and the kids to this guy's house when he's on house arrest. He's on probation. And I'm taking care of her and her 4 other kids and our son. Okay? I'm doing all this. And then her daughter, 17-year-old daughter who's psychotic and is bipolar and is violent, puts her in the hospital and almost kills her. And who is taking care of her? Who's taking care of the kids? Who loves her? Me. Who's a fucking idiot? Me. Because I'm living in my car and I'm taking care of our son. Okay? And when I was told I would get to come home, I even got arrested for going over to protect our son and to protect Brandy because her daughter doesn't care who she hurts. Madison Medine. So, you know what? September 23rd comes around and I'm restraining order free. Only Brandy tells me I can't come home and live. And then somebody hacks my Facebook account and starts up some conversation on some random post that makes no sense, saying that starting a conversation with one of my aunts about me wanting to leave with my son. I don't know what the conversation was about. Only Brandy saw the conversation. So she tells me to leave. Well, you know what? It's pretty messed up. Because when I told her I didn't post it, I wasn't even on my phone. She didn't care. It was like starting a fight with me. And then, you know what? So I take our son, because I'm the one that's been taking care of him. Okay? And, you know, then I get a call from my dad. It's like, okay, something's wrong with my dad. Okay? So basically, I have these options. I can stay here in Medford, or here in Oregon, and be homeless, or I can go see my family. But Brandy is going back on her word, and I'm hurt and I'm sad. Now, right now, do I feel stupid? Yeah, I wish I would have stayed. But I would have missed out on seeing my dad. I would have missed out on all that. But nonetheless, you know, it's how I'm getting treated. Because I'm being made to look like the bad guy. She lied on a restraining order to get me out of our house that I provided for. It was my Section 8 voucher. I brought them into my life. And I love them and care about them. And they robbed me. And those girls bruised my heart. And so is Brandy. She's hurt me because when I look at pictures that she's posted on her Facebook all through 2016, and she's told me this Rafa, roof, ass face, that she's cut off all contact with him, and then I see the posts and the comments that she's put on him and her, okay? And then this other guy, Bobby Breezer, whatever his face is, I don't think he's actual person. I think it's Madison Wadeen. But how would I know? Because the punk threatened me with a freaking gun and said, I hope your son doesn't grow up like you, because we don't need it anymore.